Hey guys, welcome to the Apollo client using React.js to how to use GraphQL. So if you watch the whole video, then you'll know like how to use GraphQL on the front end using React.js. So let me just show you. We have already built the backend. You can get the code from the GitHub and run it. So on backend we are running the GraphQL server. So let me show you how it will work. So like this is the get request. So we'll have a get all and it will return id, title and description. So if I do it, see, this is the id. I'm running MongoDB on the back, and this is title, this is description. And if you want to do the mutation, we'll just if you want to suppose create a post, so I'll just create a post and I'll write tutorial. See, there is nothing tutorial written here. And if I write tutorial, if I run it and see, it post got created. Now if I do again, so see, it's showing tutorial. So already my like backend is ready. You can just get the code. If you want to delete it like normal, you just give the id here, delete post. This is the id. Everyone has a different id, just give it here. And update also like normal, update post. So we'll all see in the React side. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay guys, so I have already done npx create React app. So all the files are here. So now we have to install some dependencies. So firstly, I'll install GraphQL. Obviously, we'll need that. Then other thing we need is @Apollo slash client. So Apollo client is used for on the React side, because on the client side, or you can use Angular, Vue, whatever. And it's stalling. Till then we can just start with the coding. So we'll open with code. So our server is already running on port 4000 localhost. So we'll firstly go to index.js, and here we'll do some changes. So what changes we need, we'll say uh let me just, yeah, we'll say import Apollo. Let me just firstly import this, import from, and from we have to import @Apollo client. And what things we need Apollo client, then we need in memory cache, then we need Apollo provider, then we need http link. So like these things we need to import. So after that, what we'll do, we'll say const client equals to, we have to do these changes in index.js file. Okay, client will say new Apollo client, and here we'll pass some key value pairs. We'll say cache, and we'll say in memory cache. We have to do like new in memory cache, not in new in memory cache. Then we'll say link, and we'll say new http link, and here we'll say URI. So here now we have to tell where we are running. So we are running on http://localhost port 4000/GraphQL. So we are running on this port. Now after that, we'll, instead of this, we'll just remove react.strict mode and change this to Apollo provider, and client equals to client. So basically we have provided to the app component. So whatever we'll do in the app component or route, so it will, we can consume it. So it's like a blueprint you have to do for your, what do you say, React. Like it's like Redux. Firstly some boilerplate you have to build. Now we'll go to app.js. Now here we'll just remove all of it and say hello world, and just save it. Now if we do npm start, and we can see something will happen now. We can close the database. So see what we are getting. We are getting right now only one data. I think error failed to fetch. Please. Acha, my connection is down on the backend side. So let me just go to server and start the connection. Node index.js. Okay, server app and running. So let me just check it. Okay, so this is the data I'm getting back. React app is running. So let's just start with the coding. So where import few things, we'll say import use query GQL comma yeah, these three things we'll need. Then we'll say from @Apollo client. Now here we'll tell to get all, so we'll say constant get all and here we'll define it g. Here we'll define our what do you say, query. Now to get all, we'll say like we do like this. We'll say get all and return back we want title and description. Okay, so we want title and description in dot when we call this get all. So you can see we have get all. Okay, get all query. So we want this in return back, and when we call this get all variable. Okay, now we'll come here and instead of hello world we'll just remove this, and here we'll type constant loading comma error comma data equals to use query, and we'll say get all. So we are telling this use this query get all, so whenever it will load it will directly run this and will get the loading state when it will be loading. We'll get the error state if error and data when it's successful. So when everything is successful, okay, so we have to do it before in function. Yeah, so if everything is successful, here we'll say if loading, we'll say return and we'll say loading. If error, we'll say return error. Spelling mistake. Okay, yeah. Else what we'll do, we'll say let me just do, else we'll get the data. In data we'll have get all. Like see we get after that inside we get data, we will get all na. So we have to do get all, we'll map it, and here we'll receive as a data, and here we'll just make it as a key value pair. Here we'll say like paragraph tag, and here we'll give data dot title, and here we'll give data dot description. Okay, and when we want to call this, so we'll say on load. It will work on load because we are not making a function. So let me just save it and check it. So see, this is my updated title, this is my updated description. These things we are getting here. So you can, let me just reload it. So see, firstly it's showing you loading then data, because we have told if it's in loading state return loading, if error return the error part, otherwise just map the data over it. Okay, so you can check it also. If I just do console.log if data, I'll do console.log data, okay, let me just save it and just go to inspect tab, console. So you can see we are getting an object, and here we have a get all. That why we are just going inside get all. After that inside get all we have array, then we have title and description. So after that we are mapping the array, title, description. Okay, so let me just remove this console part. Now we have to pass some key also, so we'll say key equals to data dot title. Okay, like title make it the key, so we can just remove this warning. Let me just check it. So that warning got removed, everything is removed, it's working fine. So we just can't write every query here. Okay, now you know we just can't write every query, so we'll just split our query and like in different folder. So here we'll make a folder in src called we'll call it query. Okay, query, and inside this we'll make a file called query.js. So we'll make query.js. Instead of making it as query folder name, let me make it as GraphQL. Rename the folder name GraphQL. Okay, okay, in query just cut this part, paste it, and let the GQL be use query be, and just copy this part and we'll just paste it, and here we'll say instead of use query we'll say GQL GraphQL, and here we'll say export constant get all, let it be get all name, and here we are doing it, and we'll take back the ID also. Okay, if we need in future, and save it. And here in the app.js we'll import that, import get all from, what is the file name? Firstly we have to do GraphQL, inside that we have a query. Okay, let's just save it and check whether it's running fine or not. Loading. Okay, we're getting the data right. Okay, so basically here are the queries. So query we get it. Now comes for the mutation part. So now we'll make another folder called mutation.js. What is happening here? Yeah, so now come the mutation part. So firstly we have to create it. So same thing, we just copy this thing, paste it. Now we'll say export constant create. Okay, just we'll make it as create and underscore post. Okay, let it be this. Then we'll say GQL and we'll do like this, and here we'll say how we are saying here we are directly, because it's a query, so we are directly defining it, but now here we have to define our query. So we'll say mutation. So we have to write mutation, because we are not writing here query, because mostly we do reading only, so it's query understood. So here we have to explicitly write mutation. Then we'll say create post, because query name is create post. You can come here and see we are doing as create post. Okay na, so create post, and here we'll get one title, and that will be a string, then dollar description, that will be also a string, and after that again we'll say create post, then we'll pass a key called post, as we do here. We pass a key called post, then title and description, and here we receive title, and we'll say dollar title comma description, and we'll say dollar description. Okay, now in return what we need, we just I think we'll just make ID in return. We'll just need the ID, and yeah. So basically you were thinking, if we are creating post, suppose we want to create a post, so what we'll do if we want to create a post, let me just remove this. In this we just have to pass this create post, and that post, title and description. But in React.js you have to do something like this: mutation, create post, then dollar title, then whatever key, then what it should be string, dollar description string, then again create post, title, dollar title. I don't know, it's really funny, but when you go to their documents and you see like they use like this only, so I don't know how. So if you want return in id or whatever you want in return, or you can like title also, so whatever, or description also, both like all the things. So this is my mutation part. Okay, so now go to the app.js part. Query is done because we are just reading it. Now we want to create. Okay, so for creating we want to make a input tag. Let me just check it. Div tag, yeah. So let me put a br here first. Yeah, so let me make a input tag. Instead of input I am just directly writing it. Okay, so that be better, so you can get it more precisely. Firstly I'll make a function here. You can just remove this part, I don't need it. So we'll make a function and we'll say constant add post. Okay, we'll say add post, then we'll do like this, then we'll say create post. So whatever the name of it, mutation name is create post, so we'll say create post. After that we'll just do like this and pass the variables. So variables is like how what the data you want to send. So I'll say I want to send title, so title will be this is a React title. Okay, and in description you can say this is a React description. Okay, so this is the way you can send the data, but I haven't sent little more, left more. So now here what I'll say, on click I'll call the add post method. Add post will create a post. So where is this create post? So this create post we have to load it. So what we'll say, we'll just load it above. So we'll say instead, let me just cut this part and paste it here. Yeah, so we'll say const, we'll say create post, and we'll get error if there's some error, and equals to, we'll say use mutation. So mutation, it's they automatically got imported, use mutation, and here we'll write it create post. So we have not do create post, so create post is automatically got, see, import create post from GraphQL mutation. We are, it's a create post, so automatically got imported. So we'll do create post. So on button click we'll just send this data. Okay, so here we'll say button add post, and here we'll say on click, and we'll call the function name is add post. Okay, let me just save it and check it, is there any error or something like, oh why I got backward. Okay, everything's fine. Cannot read property get all. What happened, bro? You are running fine. Where is this? Okay, we have to tell, like it's just throwing error because it's on the loading state. So let me just do if loading return loading. So let me just, it be that the loading state. Okay, I'm using mutation, so let me just cut it I have to put it after here. Now I think it will work. Okay, yeah. So loading. So now if I do add post, so post will be added and I'll get a return, but not here because I haven't included. So okay, I think the post is added. If I just do a reload, see, this is React title, this is React description. So you got it little bit, like, so malab, Fluffy, you can get my code on GitHub. So we are just doing title. So this is the like static data. You can just here put a input tag like this and do on chain and reference and pass that variable here. That will be also a way, but basically I am doing like in static way. So otherwise it will be so much on change, so that much. So let me just do like this only. Now comes the deletion part. Okay, so if we say this is working fine completely, now comes the deletion part. So if we go to mutation, or should I make it dynamic? Let me just make it dynamic. So we'll say import use state from React. Okay, and here we'll just make cons title, what is comma set title equals to use state null. Same for the description. Okay, description. Okay, same thing. Now we have to just here make two input tags. One will say input and we'll say on change. On change we'll say capture event and we'll say set title e dot target dot value, and same thing for description I'll do. Okay, now here I'll say title, here I'll say description, and I'll put a br here and a br here, and here I'll give the title and description title, and here I'll give as description. So let me just tell you here input tags of title. So I'll say on change, whenever someone will input, just get that value and set into title variable and use that as to send the data, like, you know, React this much I think so. Or you can use refs or whatever you feel like. So let me just come here, reload it, everything's fine. This is my second post, this is my second post description, and this is title. Okay, now if we do add post, post is added. So if I do reload, I haven't done reload thing, so you can just do it automatically. See, this is my second post title, this is my second post description. So this is the way you can just add the data. That's so easy. Now comes the deletion part. So again we have to go into the mutation only. Now in the mutation, what we'll say, instead of this we come here and we'll say export constant, we'll say delete underscore post. We want to delete the post, we'll say GQL, and we'll do like this, and we'll say mutation delete post, because this is called delete post. You can check it for deleting, this is called delete post. So we'll do delete post, and $id, we want to give the id and delete it. It will be of type string. Then we'll say delete post id $id. Okay, so let me just save it. Now here we'll just add a button. Instead of dollar data or title, we'll just make a function called const, and we'll say remove post. Okay, here we'll get the id to whatever id we want to remove. Then we'll say delete post, because it is called delete post. Then here we'll say variables, and we are sending just the id. So we have to use the like mutation we have to use for delete post also. We'll just copy this, paste it, and here we'll say the delete post. See, it automatically got included. And here also we'll say delete post. Okay, and here we'll add a button on every mapping, so it's mapping. Now after the mapping is done, we just want to add a button. On every button we'll say delete it. Okay, and we'll say on click, we'll make it function, and we'll call the remove post, and we'll set data dot id. Okay, so now we have to close it in this tag. Yeah, so basically what happening, it will loop, and every time in every button their own id will get set, and when we'll call delete post, id will be passed, and we'll pass the id. If I just, so there's some error. Okay, we can't import error every time. We'll say error. Okay, okay, then again error. Okay, yeah, now it's running fine. So every button got the delete. So if I delete the first one, so it's got deleted. I just have to reload. If I just do a reload, it's not deleted. Error assigned a value, error delete post but never delete post assigned a value but never used. Delete post, oh sorry, it should be small delete post. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, now it's fine. Now if I reload it, and if I delete first one, I think it's got deleted. If I reload it again, it's there. What's the issue? If I do react title reloaded, let me check the network tab. If I delete react title, nothing happening. Why so? I think they're on click, some on click. I'll call the remove post. It will get my data.id. Data.id will call delete post, and will pass the variables id, and that's it, I think so. I mean, that's what I have on click. Acha, ye, oh sorry, click spelling is wrong. It's for a capital letter, not a wrong spelling. I just made a mistake with the capital and small. Now if I delete the first one, delete it, hopefully it got deleted. Let me just reload it. Okay, it just got deleted, alhamdulillah. So now we have our second post title. We have deleted and reload it, or deleted. Now we'll say this was a title, this was a description. Will they add post it being added? We'll just reload it, and we got it. So same thing is for update also, you can just do as create post, you can do for the update also. So that's it from my guys. Thank you for watching.